In this video, we're going to do a quick sketch and a pretty watercolor butterfly. I hope you'll follow along and create one of your own. Hi friends, welcome to Pretty Creative. And on this channel, we try to make art easy and fun for everyone. You're going to find this pretty butterfly painting so fun. First up, let's go over the supplies. All right, for the first supply, we're using Master's Touch watercolor paper. I get it at Michael's. And of course, a pencil and an eraser. Also a Master's Touch fine liner we're going to be using for outlining. Of course, we have our paint brushes. The first one is a number 6 Princeton brush. That is the Princeton Heritage brush. And we have a couple small liners too, a medium-sized liner and a small liner. Next up, we have our watercolor paints. This is also a set from Michael's. Again, Master's Touch. This is kind of a mid-grade type of paint, so you know it's affordable. And the first thing we're going to do is a sketch, so you can sort of see what the butterfly looks like. And this is just a very simple butterfly. We're going to start by painting a body. And normally, I'm just doing this actually on typing paper because I don't want to get my watercolor paper too dark with this pencil lead. So I'm going to kind of show you here how to do it. Just a few simple lines. I start with sort of a C and then create the top and the bottom wings. Obviously you can see this is a side version of butterfly. And, you know, put their little antenna on and maybe just draw a little tail here. Basically, it's just a quick sketch. Practice it on paper first, and then when you feel you're ready, you can transfer it over to your watercolor paper. And just, you know, this is, you can tweak it as you want. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a sketch, and you can always practice it, do it again. That is your sketch. All right, now I've transferred that sketch onto my watercolor paper, and obviously I transferred it very light. But actually in this case it doesn't matter because I'm going to outline the whole thing. So I'm just using my Master's Touch fine liner and going over first the wings, and see how I sort of make that big C. That sort of helps me in my making this butterfly. So I put the back wing in first, side view here obviously, and when you're doing the sketch, try not to make your lines so rigid and straight. I don't think any part of the butterfly is rigid or straight, but obviously you can interpret it any way you want. You can make your butterfly any shape you want. These are obviously just suggestions. Now it looks like here we're putting some shadowy areas on the edge of the wings. And you can do this in paint, you can do it with your fine liner, doesn't matter. And again, just kind of sketchy outlines. Don't make them too straight or too rigid. And we're putting some just little lines in for some texture on the wings. Sort of just whatever you like. Butterflies are sort of random. And we'll add a few dots because that always looks nice on the butterflies. All right, we've outlined everything, but through the magic of video, my outline is not here, so pretend this is the outlined version of this. First of all, we're going to get our paintbrush wet and do a few splatters on the page. Then we're going to dip our paintbrush into the pink and put some pink splatters on. And once that's done, you sort of just go around and move the paint around. In watercolor, there's a lot of moving paint around. And that's just part of the beauty of this medium. Love it. This is such a pretty pink. I don't know why I like pink butterflies, but I do. Now here I'm just putting some darker color into the already laid down pink. And now we're going to try some yellow. A few splatters of yellow on the page. And you can overlap the pink, not too much, because we don't want to create a muddy color, which is sometimes what will happen when you mix two paint colors. Not always. Sometimes paint colors work together well. Sometimes they don't. If you notice your colors are getting quote unquote muddy, it's probably because you've mixed two colors together that really don't like each other. And now we've turned to black, which is nice deep black here, Mars black. I'm going to paint the body of the butterfly. A little bit too much water there, so it was sort of sopping it up with my dry brush. And right here, we're adding a little color of black that's sort of gonna like fade into our color. And that's fine. It's supposed to bleed in. It's kind of the look I'm going for here. And here you'll see some more bleeding of the black into the colors. Now I'm using a very fine liner to outline in black, and again it's going to bleed into the picture, and that's fine. It's supposed to be a loose rendition, a loose watercolor, and it's supposed to be random. And your picture will look different than mine, but I hope you try it, because even though it may look intimidating, it's not. A few more random splatters with clean water. And it's looking pretty nice. I like to go over the edges sometimes just to clean up some of the edges. You don't want to overwork it, which I sometimes tend to do, and you will too probably. It's tempting to overwork a painting. And a lot of times when you go back, you say, boy, I wish I would have stopped at step 3 instead of going on, but sometimes you keep going. And in this case, I don't think it was bad. I think the black outline sort of looks cool. It kind of adds to the butterfly, the whole look. Now I'm going to be bold and add some black splatters. What do you think? I think they look pretty neat. And I'm going in with some darker pink just to create more interest on the painting. And here I'm going to use a little yellow because I think we could use a little more yellow here and there. Brighten it up. Every time I put yellow in the painting, it usually makes me happy because it brightens up everything. A few yellow splatters in front of the butterfly just to create a little background of color. I'm going to mix some more pink here with some more water. More splatters. And just have fun with it. You can touch the paper or splatter the paint on. And this is all while it's wet. If you try and splatter onto a dry painting, you're just going to get little dots. For a pretty little background, just move the yellow around, and that, my friends, will complete this pretty little butterfly painting. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe and drop a comment below. I'd be super grateful. So cool that you watched, and we will see you next time. Please make sure to check out some of the other videos on the screen. Bye!